my channel. I just filmed a makeup look on the look that I have on my face today, and it's basically my everyday kind of glam makeup look. When I have like this makeup look that I kind of fall in love with, I basically do that for months until I find a new one. So yeah, I just thought I'd film this to share with you guys. The next part is going to be filmed as a voiceover, so if you're interested, just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is grabbing a concealer, and mine is from the Balm, and I'm just using my ring finger to dot this on my face. Now I'm just grabbing a wet sponge and just dabbing the concealer into my face. Now I'm just going to be applying the foundation, and what I'm using today is Etude House's Double Lasting Foundation. This foundation is my favorite because it's very long lasting and high coverage but lightweight, so it's really easy to wear every day as well. Now using the wet sponge that I previously used, I'm going to be blending in the foundation and making sure that I'm also bringing it down to my neck so we don't have a floating head. To set the foundation, I'm going to be using Maybelline's matte makeup powder, and using a Real Techniques brush, I'm just patting this into my skin so I don't move the foundation. Moving on to contour, I'm going to be using Too Cool for School's Art Class by Rodin Contour Packed, and using a Real Techniques contour brush, I'm just going to be brushing this across my cheekbones and down to my jawline, and doing that the same on the other side. I also like to contour my nose with this powder because it's very subtle and buildable, so what I'm doing is shading the side of my nose and also taking it up to my eyebrows, and I also like to shade my nostrils just to make them appear smaller. Yeah. Now for the highlight, I'm going to be grabbing my Moly highlighter, and I'm just going to be applying this to the highest points of my face, so my nose bridge, my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and then my chin. For the blush, I'm going to be using Essence's Matte Touch Blush in the shade Bury Me Up, and using my Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to be applying this to the apples of my cheeks and also bringing it up my cheekbones to give me a flush of colour. Moving on to brows, I'm going to be using my NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Dark Brown, and what I like to do is brush out my eyebrows first and then use this pencil to lightly outline the shape of my brows and how I want it to be, and using short strokes, I like to fill in the front of my eyebrow. Now using a dark coloured brow pencil, this one is from Colourpop and in the shade Banging Brunette, I'm just going to be using this to fill in the ends of my brows, and I like to use two different colours on my brows because I like to create a gradient to prevent my brows looking like one block, and this pencil is great for doing that because it has a very fine tip. And using this spoolie, I'm just going to be brushing out my eyebrows. Now, I never used to do this step, but once I tried it, I cannot go back, and what I'm doing here is cleaning my eyebrows with the concealer that I used in the beginning. To lighten up my brows a bit more, I'm just going to be using a eyebrow mascara, and this one is from Etude House in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm just, brushing this through my brows so that I can tint them a little bit lighter because I like to have my brows a bit lighter than my hair. Before we move on to the eyeshadow, I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes. I do this quite a few times in the whole routine so I can keep them standing up. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using a single shadow from Etude House, and this one is a dark burgundy kind of colour, and using my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to be applying this to my eyelid in a circular motion, making sure I'm blending it well, and I'm also going to be blending it a bit higher up to my eye sockets. Now moving on to the next colour, I'm going to be using another Etude House single shadow, and this one is a more reddish burgundy colour, and what I like to do is apply this on top of the shadow that we applied before, so we're creating layers, therefore creating more depth to the eyes, and I like to blend that up but not past the previous colour. And grabbing that same colour using a detailer brush, I'm just going to be applying this to my bottom lash line. Now using a brown colour, I'm using Snakebite from the Naked 2 palette. I'm just going to be applying it to the outer V of my eyelids, and then also blending that to just the midway mark of my eyelid. And then using a detailer brush, I'm just going to be pulling out that colour so we can elongate the eyes. And then we're just going to blend away, blend, blend, blend. Now using a black shadow, I'm using Blackout from the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to be applying this to the ends of my eyelids to darken up the look and also blending that into the middle of my eyelids. And I'll also be using the detailer brush to again pull out the colour so I can elongate my eyes. And then with the remaining black on the brush, I'll just be taking it on my bottom waterline so that we can balance the look. Now this next step is optional. I don't normally do this, but I thought I would for the video just to make the look more interesting. I'm just applying this to the center of my eyelids with my finger. If you guys have glue, that's better. I just don't, so I'm just applying it straight onto my eyelid. And then I'm curling my lashes once again before I move on to doing my eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Masterprecise liquid liner, and I'm going to be tight lining my waterline first and then creating a subtle cat wing and doing what everyone else does and trying to match both eyes equally. Now I'm just curling my lashes once again before I put on my mascara. Now I'm just using Etude House's Curl Fix Mascara, and this one is very good at holding up curls, so I would recommend this to anyone who's looking for that kind of mascara since it's very affordable as well. And what I'm doing here is just applying a generous amount of coats to my eyelashes. Now I'm just going to be doing my bottom lashes, and using my Clump Crusher Mascara by CoverGirl, I'm just going to be applying generous coats of that onto my bottom lashes as well. And I like to use this one for the bottom lashes because I don't want to waste my other one and don't poke your eye. And this one doesn't clump, so I feel like it's easy to use. Now for the last and final step, I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick from Colourpop, and this one is in the colour Barracuda, and I'm just going to be applying this on my lips like how everyone else does it. And then with a concealer, I'm just going to be cleaning up the areas that I screwed up since that's what it's for. Okay, so this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed the makeup tutorial. And please look forward to my other videos. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and if you want to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.